Wait, can we go? Welcome back to Two Jews, One Gay, episode 6. I'm Sarah R.W.
I'm Samantha Schwimmer.
And this episode is called Bat Mitzvah?
Jewish American Princess.
Oh!
Jewish American Princess.
This episode's called Jewish American Princess.
It is, I will say. It is the 11th anniversary of my Bat Mitzvah today.
Wait, you're lying.
No.
I'm 28. My 15th anniversary was 2 days ago. What was your tour?
Oh my god.
What was your tour portion about?
It was Leviticus.
Leviticus.
Yeah, but it's like different. So mine was
right,
like all the food.
Mine
sacrifice. All the sacrifice rules.
So mine was about how Aaron's sons were helping him do the holy sacrifices.
That's like right before.
And they tried to make it look like God was there when he wasn't. And so then God killed Aaron's sons in front of him and forced him not to mourn.
Classic God.
Classic. That son of a bitch.
What a guy.
What a guy.
What a guy.
This has been, well, congrats. What'd you say, 11 years?
11 years, yeah. So not that excited. Last year was more exciting.
10 year. Well, your 26th birthday will be your double bat mitzvah.
We're doing the double bat mitzvah party. It's already decided.
I just need to stay friends with you for 2 more years.
I think you can do it because you won't be 30. You'll be like, have just turned, I don't know. Borderline.
I don't know. I think I'm going to start lying about my age soon. So.
Just stay 28.
I think staying 28 is a good idea.
I think that's a good
Because that means I survived 27 Club. But yeah, I think I'm going to be 28 for a few years.
Why not?
This has been a big week.
Huge week.
Big week.
My phone has been blowing up all week.
Yeah.
Like it's just.
Big week for white women.
Huge week for.
Gwyneth Paltrow is not only innocent, but she was wrong.
She was wrong.
Did you see the headline that said, this is the best role she's had in years?
Well, like, the way she handled the outfits, I was like, she knows. So, this is, we're going to nerd out for a second.
Yeah.
And so, my senior year research was on Goop.
I did not know that.
It's not something I, like, normally talk about.
Because you're embarrassed?
It's not that I'm embarrassed, but it's like, how do you neatly weave that into conversation? So I studied Gwyneth and Goop for over a year.
Were your findings positive or negative?
So, it was one of those things where I consumed so much of their material. They had like a podcast that I listened to all the time, and I was like obsessive. And it was during COVID, and so I like started to have like actual problems. Like I was like
you started
I've
buying
never
into
had
it?
worse body. No, not even I bought into it, but it's like I've never had worse body image. It was like really bad. I was like convinced my health was fucked up. Like I just like it's not that
You're like I stopped drinking fluoride.
Yeah, like it was bad. Like it was really, really, really bad.
My theory about the Goop thing and Gwyneth and her rise in the sphere and like how it's taking off is that rich white women need to be told how to spend their money.
Yeah, well that's essentially what was the
because they just don't know how to feel alive.
It was
and so they're like they find weird new things. Because the first friend of mine that got into Goop, she's an investment banker, was making her first job making like $150,000 like as a 22-year-old.
No one needs
so
that.
she's just like, yeah, I'm going to spend my money on this.
I'm proud of myself because I never bought a Goop product.
I've never bought a Goop
product. Never bought a Goop, even when there were opportunities where I like maybe should have done that.
Did you watch the show?
Yeah.
Did you like that?
I wrote a chapter on the show.
Isn't that the one where Juliana Hough like does the breathing orgasm thing? Yeah,
there's a lot happening there. There's a lot. There's a lot of sex on well, not sex, but like sexual stuff on camera, which is fun. Yeah,
but so what this was, she went on a ski trip some years ago with her kids. Skiing is the whitest, richest, most annoying thing. No,
I don't. My roommate's skiing right now, but I don't ski. She's
I don't, and I won't.
I went one time, and it was not for me.
I have big opinions on these mountains, right? They're formed by tectonic plates, but you have to pay $300 to get up them.
I don't like ski lifts.
I don't like any of it.
I
don't like the fashion. I don't like how expensive it is.
I do like the fashion when it's in the movie House of Gucci.
Yeah, sure.
They nailed it.
Sure.
They nailed their
You know what? I'd go skiing in the Alps before I ever went to Colorado.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that Americans try to take.
Yeah.
And it should have stayed in the old country.
I love ice skating, but...
Are you good at it?
I was a competitive ice skater.
What? Why do you keep things from me? I thought we were transparent.
Oh my God, I just keep a lot from everyone, I think. It's not
Okay,
personal.
Goop, ice skater. What else? Who have you killed? Well, I was a Republican, so nothing beats that. Nothing beats
That is a good one. I was never a Republican.
And I played basketball.
I played basketball too. You knew
I
this.
forgot.
We knew
Yeah,
this.
I forgot that you.
We were basketball athletes.
You did know
hardcore.
this.
Yeah, so the Gwyneth trial happened. That was a big day. Then, like 20 minutes before Gwyneth was determined to be wronged, Donald Trump got indicted.
I forgot.
Which also, so then that was like my senior year of college over it because I spent like my entire senior year of college phone banking to get Donald Trump out of office.
And then studying
Goop.
I think you're the problem. You're like
Or
a
the
magnet to
solution.
the chaos.
Or the solution.
That's true.
Because always.
In Kansas City Theater, which I know all of you guys care about, there was another scandal that's really sad.
Honestly, juicier. Those texts.
Yeah, those texts. Dude, I didn't know guys got double penetrated in one hole. Did you know that?
Now I want to try.
That kind of turned me on reading that text.
I was like, into it.
This guy was taught this. Okay, so there's this whole, I'm not going to go into the details. There's this huge sex scandal of this artistic director, and when the sex scandal was leaked, he killed himself, which is very, very sad. And so then in response, someone leaked from his phone, obviously not him because he's dead, leaked from his phone all of the texts with his accusers that paint his accusers, one accuser in particular, in a light that it was consensual and like long term and like all this stuff. And they were such graphic texts
dirty
texts.
Dirty.
And I've never read gay man dirty texts before.
Yeah. Are you good at sexting?
I was when I cared more about
it's hard. It's like the longer you're with a person, the worse the sexting gets.
Yeah. I also don't do dirty talk in person.
I like want to. I like it. Because I've an intellectual like pleasure thing, but it's like so hard and I can't take myself
in the moment
seriously.
I can't.
I'm just like
it's performative. Yeah, like I have my go-to catchphrases and like
what's
that's
a go-to catchphrase?
Oh fuck.
It really is. It's just like fuck. That feels so good.
Baby, yeah.
Fuck.
Right there.
Don't
stop.
Fuck.
My neck, my back, my pussy and my crap.
I've never said that. I will say, so we do have a viewer of our TikToks who requested that I share the story.
Okay.
Of like the weirdest thing someone has ever said to me during and it wasn't sex because I was like, well, I guess some people have sex, but I was like 14, so
okay.
I wasn't having sex yet.
Yeah.
But I was like making out with this guy, and mid makeout he like stares at me very intensely and just goes, "Your hips don't lie."
And that's when you started fucking women.
Yeah, like honestly, pretty much the timeline does line up. The timeline.
Your hips don't lie.
Yep.
I mean, to be fair, you have honest.
Do I?
Honest hips.
I don't know. They're honest. I feel like the Jewish like woman birthing hips is like a thing.
Yeah.
We're shtetl
The
people.
weirdest thing for me was I gave head and then he said, "What's wrong with my hands?" And they were like this stuck, and he's like, "I can't move them." I made him paralyzed, but don't let a Jew go to a Catholic boys' high school party. That's all I'm saying.
Unless you want
paralysis. Unless you want such good head that you can't move your hands.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Are we ready to bring in our scummy?
I think we're ready to bring in our scum of the week. This is very, very special. First, please welcome our first Jewish scum of the week, Mel Weisman.
Mel Weisman.
Scum
Pearl
of the week.
Weisman.
Scum of the week. Scum of the week.
And then, Pearl Weisman's also here, which we're going to have to get into how your Pearl journey.
Perlita en Español.
Huh?
Perlita en Español.
Perlita en Español.
A bilingual.
A bilingual Jewish queen.
Pearly girly.
How are you, Mel?
I'm good.
I
I'm
always
so
call you
happy
Mel.
to be here. Most people do.
Really?
Your stage name's Melissa.
Kind of, but like since my Instagram is
Mel
Mel Weisman, I think Mel just became the trend.
Yeah.
I always call you Melissa because my sister's Mel.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like,
I go by either.
I also really like a one-syllable nickname.
Uh-huh.
Like Sam, Mel. I have a lot of friends who call me Wex because.
ooh, I like that.
Wex.
Now that I know
I'm gonna
that.
start calling.
And one of my best friends is named
Wex.
Lex. Lex and Wex. But you're Mel to me.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that
I'm
that's
Mel,
okay.
everybody. Which, is that me over there?
Yeah, that's you.
That's
Okay.
Yeah.
That's yours.
What's up? I'm Mel. Mel Dubs, I used to be called.
Mel
Mel
Dubs?
Weisman, W for Weisman.
Oh, that's good.
Mel Dubs. I still go by it. More of my New York friends would call me that. I didn't bring it to San Diego, but I kind of like want to.
Well, we'll
Dubs.
start.
Mel
if you want
Dubs.
Mel
Yeah,
Dubs.
only Mel Dubs from now on.
So
I can do that.
everyone knows Melissa Mel is a great comic who is based in San Diego,
Yes.
but comes to us by way of New York City, and before that, Long Island. And
Strong Island.
so what's really exciting about Mel is that she is a Jewish American princess in a scene where
true.
there aren't many of us.
Yeah. I would
out
say
there.
you're the only of the San Diego
You're the only true
Jewish American princess.
American princess, I would say.
I think so.
Yeah, I feel like Jewish American princesses are mostly made in Long Island, New York,
Brentwood.
Brentwood, and Miami. Yeah, that's what I would say.
I think so. Maybe LA too.
Brentwood.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
We're narrowing in, but yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
But growing up, because my parents always would call me a Jap growing up,
Uh-huh.
and I believed I was. And then I went to Indiana University where I met Long Island Jewish girls. I was like, you guys have no idea.
Especially the rich ones.
The really rich
Because
ones.
I'm not like the really rich one, but like the really rich
The Cartier
ones.
Love bracelet, Hermes belt wearing ones back in like 2015 when I was in college.
Gucci.
Like they like invented the middle part, it feels like, you know,
Yeah.
like with the long like black.
Yeah.
It's like perfect hair.
The
That
Alex
is,
and
like-
Ani bracelets were
Yes.
really big. How was it being around that kind of energy growing up? Because neither of us grew up with that
Yeah.
many Jews.
My first school, well, I was only there until I was in second grade, was like very jappy. And then I lived in Plainview. Probably nobody knows this is, but it's okay. And then I moved to Huntington, and my school didn't have a lot of Jews. So it was kind of this weird transition. But like I found the Jews in my school, but they weren't the same as like the Nassau County
Yeah.
Jews versus the Suffolk.
Okay,
So
the Nassau versus
There
Suffolk
are
County
like
Jews.
subtle, because I have a friend from one part of Long Island, and she's like, "Oh, but we're not like this."
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not totally like them, and I'm weird. Like I'm a weirdo,
Yeah.
so I never fit in. I tried to fit in for a little bit, and I'm like, just can't. I make people feel too uncomfortable, you know?
Yeah, that's so funny. Was your school diverse?
Yeah, it was very diverse. I had like a lot of Black and Spanish friends. Actually, when I was in middle school, I would like sit at the Black table.
Wow.
And yeah, I know. And my mom was like, "You got to make some white friends because your bat mitzvah's coming up." She's like, "Melissa, you know, turning 13, bat mitzvah's coming up. Gotta have some white friends."
Were the Black people not allowed at your
No.
bat mitzvah?
She wasn't even saying it in a racist way. She's just like, all my friends were Black. So it's
Okay.
like I was the racist, you know, because I didn't have the white
Your mom
friends.
was angry that you're
She's
racist
needing
against
you.
Yeah, I
Black.
was exactly.
She's like, there's not enough diversity. Affirmative action for whites.
Yes,
For Mel's bat
exactly.
mitzvah.
So I made white friends. Everybody joined. It was like the United Nations at my bat mitzvah. I had like 100 people because I felt bad, like
Yeah.
not inviting the
What
friends
was
of the friends.
your theme?
My theme was tropical,
Fun.
Oh.
which is like interesting because Long Island's not very tropical. I mean, actually, parts of it kind of.
And you're like you're a freckly redhead, which is
Yes,
cute.
I loved,
Do you
like,
know
the
I
tropical-
love freckly redheads.
I know that.
You know that that's not derogatory.
Me and
in
Chris.
women. But so tropical. What was your dress like?
My dress was blue. It was blue and kind of like had rhinestones, puffy.
Yeah.
I looked so cute. I was like skinny that year, so
Do you have braces?
I did.
Okay,
I had
I had
braces
braces on
during
mine.
it.
I had braces for mine, and my
It
sister got
sucks.
hers off before her bat mitzvah, which is such a fucking flex.
I was told
Yeah, I was
that I
going
would
to,
have,
but I
but they
didn't
were
care.
still on.
Yeah, and my theme was masquerade, but the colors were like turquoise and purple.
Uh-huh.
And so I had
I love that.
turquoise and purple rubber bands.
That's horrifying.
You didn't theme your rubber band colors?
Mine were blue.
No, I did
To
only
match
the
my
clear
dress.
rubber bands. I didn't want anyone to know that I had rubber bands, and
Really?
I
Stop
was
it.
just very.
Oh,
Let's
here's
not.
your
pay
phone.
My
attention
parents
to
let
it.
me be too expressive because I remember one year for Halloween I did alternating orange and black, but from pictures you could only see the black on alternating teeth.
You had a grill.
It looked like I just had decaying teeth. And I'm like, and I have a large mouth. You could see every single one.
You're like
Braces are so
smiling
gross.
big in the photo.
Yeah, and my
That's so
parents fucking
funny.
told me big smells are beautiful smells. So I did both rows of teeth for the longest time.
Me too.
So funny.
Both of your parents are Jewish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daddy and mommy.
Are they both from Long Island as well?
Yep. And
Oh my
so are their
God.
parents.
Oh my
Like the
God.
lineage
How
goes
far
all
does
the
it
way
go
Long
back?
Island and then
old
Poland
country.
and Russia.
Like you probably could find your family at Ellis Island.
Oh yeah.
Have you?
I don't know. Have I?
I don't know. You should have.
Well, there are two.
Probably
people
then.
don't
I'm
really
actually
talk
not
about this,
sure.
but
I
there
don't
were two
know
entry
enough.
points.
There was a non-Ellis Island.
I
So
think
there was
no,
the
you know
there
what?
was
Yes.
a richer entry point.
There was the
and
what?
then there's a richer entry point.
So maybe your
that
family
was like
was there.
Brooklyn.
I think they were.
Because a lot
Ellis
of my
Island.
family, like some of my family came through Ellis Island, and then some of my family came through the richer one,
Oh,
where you didn't have to go through as much screening.
my family definitely came through Ellis Island.
I had like a chunk of my family that
I
was like
did.
very poor, and then a chunk of my family that were like wealthier Jewish Austrians who were like fleeing religious persecution.
Oh, see, all of mine were like Russian, Romanian, so Eastern Bloc, and they were communists.
I wanted that. I wanted more like I don't have, but all of my family that was wealthy lost their money.
Oh damn.
If that makes us feel, I think that's good.
Yeah.
I think it's good. They had to. It's important.
The Whitney is named after a William, whose actual name was Yaakov, friends with Trotsky. That's the one who was friends with
oh
Trotsky.
shit!
Yeah.
See, that's what I want.
You know, sitting, drinking the
Totally.
vodka,
That's
talking
okay.
about the proletariat.
No, that's what I needed.
So, because you're our first Jewish guest, a lot of our questions are Jewish themed.
Let's do it.
So, first, neither of us
Excuse
really
me.
date Jewish guys for whatever reason.
Because they're all autistic. I mean, I'm just like speaking.
But
the
you
truth.
date them.
I mean, I have, and like I not the white. I like the like darker skin, like the
Sephardic.
not the Sephardic,
Yeah,
but
or Mizrahi.
no, they're just so annoying.
No
They're just-
Mizrahi erasure.
I mean, like, I'm open to whatever, but I don't, like, I don't go on J-Swipe, like, I'm not, like, swiping left on, like, non-Jew. I don't even go on apps, but you know what I mean? Like, in the real world, I'm not, like, no,
Yeah.
we
You're
can't.
not just like close to only Jewish
Right.
men.
As long as, like, it's not, like, a religious Christian or something. But even if they're a religious Jew, I'm out. Like,
Yeah.
as long as they're not religious, like, agnostic is fine. Or as long as they're, like, accepting or interested in Judaism, that's the best.
Yeah.
They're, like, tell me more. And I'm like, shit, I don't know.
You could date a Christian who believes in Jesus.
I mean, I don't want, not really. I mean, if they're like really into it, I mean, Jesus existed. but-
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can like know that
Did
Jesus
Jesus
was
exist?
around.
I like, if you have a relationship with Jesus Christ, I can't
No, I really
date
can't
you.
because even if I was a Christian, I wouldn't have a relationship
Yeah.
with
No.
Christ. I'd just be like, this dude, what did.
I do regularly have sex in a bedroom that has like 3 massive crosses.
Here's the
No,
thing.
true.
I respect
Freaks
minorities,
me out.
ethnic minorities who are Christian more than I respect white people who
Yeah,
are Christian because
yeah.
they've had so much
Yeah.
taken away. They
That's
need
true.
a God.
100%.
They need a God.
Well, it's also like, it's not, it's more cultural. It's more similar where it's like, it's more like cultural.
yeah, and
Definitely.
tradition based.
It's not like we're going to church every
Also,
Sunday.
like
Yeah, I don't like
Mexican, not to
church.
out that you're fucking a Mexican who has crosses, but also Mexicans, a lot of their tradition are, it's like mixed with like Catholicism
Yeah,
and like
and-
Mayan
right,
indigenous
right,
rituals. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's not
It has
completely
like familial value. I mean, I don't actually care at all.
And there's
It's
like
just,
spiritual
funny.
stuff.
Yeah.
Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah.
I like,
At this
it's
point,
witchy.
at this point, I'm used to it. I think in the beginning I was like, but now I'm used to it.
Yeah, my cousin said that when she went to Germany, like recently, she like also just like walking down the street, she'd be like, they can't tell, just like relax. Like I do feel like if I'm in like a room with like a picture of the
Yeah.
Pope or something like that, I'm just like, oh,
I can. It throws me off.
it throws me
Yeah, no,
off
I'm
a
not
lot.
about it. That's why I have everyone come to my place. It's like the safe place.
Don't you have a mezuzah?
I do, but I had to move it indoors because I had like not like he wasn't like a stalker neighbor, but in a way, kind of. He would always talk to me like all the time. And once I was in Little Italy with like my ex-boyfriend,
That we're keeping a list.
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, is that your boyfriend?" And like following us around and talking to us.
Ew.
And then he saw some other people. He knew. He was like, "I'm so sorry, guys. I gotta go talk to him." I was like, "Please, like."
Go away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whenever he would see me in the hallway, stop and talk to me, and he was like, "Oh, that's a mezuzah," and so I don't want him to
He was
find me
profiling you.
because I moved to another apartment within the same building. So
Because
now
of this, or because you wanted?
I wanted to move to a 1-bedroom, and I was in a
You were in a
studio.
studio,
I'm just trying
okay.
to flex, you know.
Okay.
But
I didn't realize it was the same building. That you
yeah,
moved
I'm on
to.
the same building, same floor as this guy.
Your stories about the moving process made it seem like you were moving across the country.
I have that much stuff that it took like all day.
Yeah.
Like it should have taken like an hour.
Yeah.
But there was just a lot of things that probably could
So now
get
you're
rid of.
cosplaying as Christian to get away from this.
Yeah, so I
I
don't have the
have a
mezuzah.
mezuzah.
Now I have a giant cross, the Virgin Mary, and a swastika.
Yeah,
So,
all on your door.
so now he hasn't found me, and management has, you know. Everyone
we have
thinks
a
I'm anti-Semitic.
mezuzah.
Yeah.
Chris grew up in Philly with like a ton of like super religious Jews, like Russian refugee Jews. So like he thought it was like the most hilarious thing ever that this Italian Catholic guy was gonna be putting a mezuzah
hilarious.
on his door. He like FaceTimed so many of his friends. He's like, look, I'm just
Mezuzah.
yeah.
He's your shiksa.
Do we
He
have
is
to
my
explain
shiksa.
what a mezuzah is? I feel
Not
okay.
for this. Well, we
Well,
can.
I had to explain to a guy because he thought I had a joint like wrapped in plastic on my door.
That is so funny.
Yeah, he's like, why do you have a joint wrapped? Did somebody like drop off a joint, but they couldn't like get into
This
your
is your
apartment?
joint deposit box.
Yeah, I know
That
this
is
sounds
so
hilarious, but this happened. He's
funny.
a Filipino guy.
I mean, a lot. I'd say the vast majority of San Diegans would have no idea what a
No
mezuzah
idea,
is,
no
but-
idea.
Mezuzah is just a little box that holds a prayer that you put on your door to
Hebrew
protect
prayer.
the home. A Hebrew
Yeah.
prayer. But it's scrolled up like a little joint. So
it
that's
really
Yeah.
is like a joint. Honestly,
And mine is see-through
I'm-
plastic, so it
Oh,
looks
that's
like a
so
joint
funny, yeah.
in a plastic little container.
That's
what
funny.
he didn't
So
know what it
funny.
was, so that's what he thought. And I'm like, I didn't know what he was talking about at first, because I was like, what are you talking about? A joint on my door?
You can use
And
it
I was
as
like,
rolling paper.
yeah.
That would be
In a
sacrilegious. In a pinch.
a pinch.
You can use your sea door. My sister has a car mezuzah too.
Do you ever think about
that's
like
cute.
what you would start to use in like an apocalyptic situation? You know,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the mezuzah.
The
You would
mezuzah
go-
would be
You'd have to.
It'd take a couple months.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the first thing,
Be a godly joint.
but eventually.
yeah. I'd start a new religion.
Especially because you all can grow the weeds, so you just need.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean you're kind of set
we
for
are
apocalypse.
growing weed
but
right now.
I have another very
Really?
important.
Oh, I have so much that
You
I'm trying
still
to get
have
rid
so
of.
much weed.
I don't know.
She had a client who paid her in weed, and she
He
doesn't
gave me
smoke.
money. He gave me weed as a like a goodbye present when he moved to
But like he gave you
San
like
Francisco.
a pound.
Yeah, no, because
There
his
are
friend
people-
is a grower, and he's just like,
There
here
are
you
people who will
go.
sell that for you.
I
Or
don't
you
know
could
if
sell
you
it.
know anyone. Well, now you've got
Off-
yours growing.
Offline, we
Yeah.
know some people.
Sean
but-
McCall.
Now-
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was
I
like Sean
asked
McCall.
him.
he
He
didn't
didn't.
either?
I don't know. He didn't get back.
Weird.
So
Oh,
yeah,
Weird.
That
lost
is
his
weird.
opportunity.
I have another very important question.
Yes, go for it.
What do you think is the most Jewish thing about you? Is it your mental health or is it the Long Island accent?
I think you should hear my mom. I got that coffee for her from my daughter.
Really?
Yeah, Butterfinger.
Oh wow.
But her mom is the worst with that. My mom, she's still bad, but my dad's not like that. My sister's not like that. I would say the fact that I'm from Long Island, I think just like Jewishy things like pop up. I think my mindset, sometimes the way I dress or like the way that I think,
One time I showed up to Madhouse, an
my
open mic,
neuroticism.
and she was wearing a Gucci belt, a Gucci headband, wasn't it?
No, unfortunately, it wasn't the real deal.
Themes.
Yeah, it was themes.
Had a Louis purse and another, what was the other one?
It was a Gucci bag.
and a Gucci bag.
Well, the Louis had my tripod in there because the Gucci.
Well, that just makes
but I
sense.
upgraded
That's
to
practical.
I upgraded to a Chanel and a YSL. The Gucci is kind of for poor people.
It is?
Yeah, well
Well-
now. I mean, to me, because I have a Chanel now. So,
Well,
but I got
Chanel
it on the
is
real
next
real.
level.
No, it is.
It goes like, I feel like it's, well, it's like Michael Kors is down here.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
And there's like Tory Burch.
and yeah, there's like Tory Burch, Kate Spade.
Yeah, Kate, yeah.
And
Did
then,
it
like,
go
Marc
up in value when she
Jacobs.
died? Like, how does that work?
No, I think it's.
It went down.
Yeah, I think it went
I think a
down.
little bit, not by too much,
You know,
but yeah.
Kate Spade was married to David Spade's brother.
Oh no, wait, I
Same
didn't know
Spade
that.
Yeah, yeah, 'cause
Oh, that's
he was- yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, yeah.
Girl,
And she's from
no.
Kansas City.
Get your boo.
Lots of people in Kansas City
Jewish,
be killing
right?
themselves. Yep. And then it's like Louis or Gucci, Louis, and then you get like Fendi,
Yeah.
I have a Fendi bag.
YSL,
I should put on my
Chanel,
collection.
Dior, Chloe,
Yes.
Monster
God,
Gabrielle,
you have this
Bottega.
ready.
Oh my God, I wish.
I love bags. I don't have any, but I love them. Just like plastic surgery.
mine.
I love plastic surgery. I don't have any, but I'm obsessed.
Oh no, you have.
I
to.
know nothing about
You don't
bags.
need it now, but,
but
like,
I will.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll get a ponytail lift.
You were listing them, and I'm like, I've heard of that, but I couldn't even begin to rank. I have a little black backpack that I bought at a bookstore, and that is my purse.
Yeah. Valentino's up there. Anyways.
True.
But that's, so you like fit the part. And
Yeah,
I
I
think
do.
in San Diego,
Yeah.
so few people are familiar with like a New York Jew.
Oh yeah.
Do you culturally feel like you run into like lost in translation sometimes, like people not understanding maybe your personality or your way of communicating?
Yep, my sarcasm, it's like, woof.
Yeah.
But it's kind of fun because sometimes people don't get it and then they're like freaked out and I'm
Yeah.
like, no, it's sarcasm. And I'm like, okay, bye.
Also, I think like tri-state area Jews have this like natural aggression about them that
Totally.
I love.
That's
Me
me.
too.
Like you will get what you want
Yes.
regardless of the rules.
Yeah.
And if other
Completely.
people are feeling precious about it, okay, that's you. Like, you know
Everyone
what I
always
mean?
asks me, why are you so confident? And I'm like, this is just how you should be.
Yeah, this is just like how.
Like, why are
we're
you so
raised.
insecure and gross?
Yeah, and accommodating.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and so I just have an affinity for that kind of personality.
And that's why I'm here, baby.
Yeah, and then you
Stop it.
like I'll say like as a Jew, I feel like mental health issues are like so
Oh,
common
yeah.
in our
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And I think part of it is that maybe because we have like more doctors per capita in our culture,
Yeah.
we get sent to therapy quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, our parents are like so worried about performance that if we're not performing, they send us to therapy.
Yeah.
They like are like it's
Yeah.
maybe it's a pragmatic
And we're
thing.
Inbred.
And we're inbred.
That's why everyone's so weird.
and like generational trauma.
And generational trauma.
Yeah, there's
And
a
we're
lot.
like
That's why our stomachs
headier.
hurt.
We're
Yeah.
But like
Neurotic, OCD.
I have
Do you
like
have OCD?
A little bit, yeah. My dad does. I mean, I used to have, and I still do have ruminating thoughts, but I've like learned how to control my shit. Like I know when it's coming up, but it's like over the littlest things.
yeah.
Like I was at the Comedy Store and I didn't have like enough money to give a good tip to the waitress, and I was like, I've been like thinking about it, like fuck, like
Yeah.
and then I was telling Austin Train, I was like, here's $5. Can you please go give that to the waitress when you go to the and I'm like, why am I? I'm sure she forgot about it, didn't care. I still gave a
Mel
tip, but I
Weisman
wanted.
breaking stereotypes out here.
I know, but
I'm a good
cheap.
tipper,
I'm
too.
cheap.
I'm a
AF,
good
though.
tipper.
Yeah.
We will not tip below 20% in my family unless
Yeah.
you've really fucked up, and then you'll still get 15.
Yeah.
Or we'll talk to your manager.
It's just at comedy venues I try to give good tips, especially if I want to get booked there.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want
So,
to be a non.
I'm like, let me have 20%.
You have mental health issues, right?
Yeah, a little bit. I dabble. No, I do.
Well,
Dabble.
I'll have depression and anxiety forever. I used to have really bad panic disorder, but I haven't had a panic attack and like a bad one in a long time.
Panic disorder was my like
Calling card?
calling. Yeah, well, so I think I generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder. Those were like my bad ones. And then I go into like waves of depression.
Yeah.
Usually after intense periods of panic. But like there
Yeah.
was a year of my life where I was having like 2 to 3 panic attacks a day.
That's crazy.
Whoa, that's a lot.
What were your
I'm
panic?
a
What did
different
yours look
person.
like?
Like, they changed over time, but it would, yeah, I mean, it would just kind of be, I would either feel like I couldn't breathe,
Yeah. You think
or
you're dying.
that I was gonna throw up, or that I was dying.
Yeah.
Like,
I convince myself every time.
intense.
very physical, very, very physical.
What? Do you have panic attacks?
No, but I have some highs and lows. I don't get like manic like crazy, but I'll get like hypomania. It's kind of like a good time, but I try not to be on my phone too much. 'Cause
What's your favorite drug? Hypomania.
I have a joke about it.
Yeah.
And I just try not to be on my phone because I don't want to like post too much on my
Right.
Instagram story because that's how I'll get. I'm like, I want to share this. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to text people too much, but I'll be a little hyped up.
Okay.
But I know that I'm hyped up.
Yeah,
so I
you have
can
the awareness.
control it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the lows freaking suck. But I also know that I'm feeling that way. And it's not, I get hypo more than I get low. Like, I know it's going to pass. That's the thing. I'm like, this isn't going to be
This is-
forever.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
ride the wave.
Yeah, and also, like, I'm not ugly or, like, you know, I look fine. So, like, I would honestly, if I was in a low and, like, I looked in the mirror and I was like, I look bad, like, I'd, like, stay there. But I'm like, all right, you know, I look fine. I'm doing all right. I'm getting a few
Yeah.
laughs per minute.
That's one thing that I'm grateful for as I've aged is like just like such a better awareness and understanding of my
Yeah.
mental
Exactly,
health that like
yeah.
it doesn't happen to me as much as like I'm experiencing it with
I
it.
called it
Right.
really like I used to, once I went through this like really intense therapy for my panic attacks when they were really bad when I was like 17, 18. And ever since then, I have not had a real panic attack since. I have like what I call meta panic attacks, where it's like I have all of the physical symptoms, but I know that it's a panic attack.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
right.
it's just like...
So you can talk yourself off the ledge.
It's really weird, though, because it's like I'll go through the full physical symptom of it, which sucks. Like, that's awful.
crazy.
And it's exhausting. But, like, mentally, it doesn't race in the same way.
Right. You're not, like, devastated.
Yeah.
I started taking drugs for just the physical thing, because that was my thing, was like physically I would just lose it. Well, that was really light content there.
Mental health.
I love talking about mental health.
Yeah. Should we do the segment?
Sure, we can do the segment. All right, we really like games on this show.
Okay.
And so we have a game.
I love
for
your
you.
games. I've watched all the other pods, so.
Oh.
So
I love a fan.
she's the gamesmith, to be honest.
We didn't even talk about Pearl, by the way.
Oh, we
We'll
have
get to
it.
it.
We have it.
Okay.
We after the game we'll talk about the Pearl Journey.
The Pearl Journey.
The Long Island's coming out in May.
So this game is America's Next Top Jewish Princess. Okay, so you get 5 points for each thing that you have, and we'll all play.
And we'll see at the end who wins.
Who wins? Okay. Who is the next top Jewish princess?
If it's not me, I'm killing myself.
I don't know anything.
It's Pearl. Okay.
I think we're all going to do pretty well.
Yeah.
I think it's
You'll see. It's not hard.
Okay. So the first one is stomach problem. I have.
Yep, are you a pooper or are you a thrower-upper?
I have
or
a gluten
constipator?
Gluten allergy.
Gluten allergy.
Gluten allergy and bloat. But I have less bloat because I stopped eating gluten. But I used to get really bloated.
You have constipation.
Yeah.
Oh, damn,
My mom and my sister have constipation. I throw up before it gets there. I don't digest it. It just comes
You really,
back up.
Wow.
All right, three-way tie.
intense love for pickles.
Love pickles.
I love.
No.
No?
I don't dislike
all your
them.
pickles.
Okay.
If we ever
I'll buy a
go-
jar.
I'm so judgy of a pickle too. I
Yeah.
hate a bad pickle.
We were just
Yeah,
at
that's
Cantor's
true.
earlier in the week. Wasn't crazy about the pickle.
Did they have half sours?
No, at least not that we got. I think there were more options.
You
And I
can
think just the table ones were not great, but
Do you like olives?
No, they're yucky.
olives
You
are
don't
like
like
my
salty
favorite.
things.
You don't like
It's
briny?
No, I do. I love
Do you
bread.
like
I
oysters?
just love oysters.
Okay.
I just don't like olives
Do
and
you like
tomatoes.
capers?
A little bit if
Love
they're like
capers.
mixed into something.
Or like on a bagel?
Yeah.
Do you like bagels and lox?
Of course.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, next one.
Lost your virginity at Hebrew school.
No.
Dude,
Wait.
that blows my mind every single
Summer camp
time.
with
Jewish summer
That's
camp?
like
Yeah.
close.
Well, it
That's
wasn't a Jewish summer
get
camp, but there were a lot
oh.
of Jews. The last name
half
was
point. It's a half point.
the last name ended in Blatt. So
Pretty
Okay.
good. That's pretty good.
Wow. I'm so, but it,
no, Pearl.
double points if it was with your rabbi.
It was with your
wish.
rabbi.
No.
Okay,
I wish.
okay,
Not
okay.
with like
I'm too
one
gullible
of the junior
sometimes.
rabbis.
Was hot.
I
Could get
shop
it.
at Pearl.
She was not hot, but I definitely had a crush on her.
Okay. That's, yeah, you have a weird thing about liking
It's like
non-hot older women. She does, including my mom, and it's fucking gross.
your mom's hot. Sarah. I just know she watches. So.
I know, and she never brings up that you
That's
always
good, that's
sexualize my mom. She never.
I don't
she,
mean to
Good job,
sexualize
mom.
your mom.
Boundaries. Next one.
Lady.
Always fast on Yom Kippur. I don't.
I do less calories.
This is like
You're like
I
cut.
let it contribute to my
I do caloric
health
deficit.
goals.
I
My
do
fitness.
500 calories and I drink water. That's important.
I can't fast.
You won't fast.
I can't do it.
Just do
I like
500
it
calories.
so. If I don't eat, I like. That's when I start to have like really bad pain.
I fast. I
not
didn't
worth
this
it.
last time on accident, but I fast. I'm giving myself a
Yep,
point.
good girl.
I do fast. I do fast on Yom Kippur.
Do you keep
Okay.
Passover?
I try.
But
I
See, it's
eat. I
easy
eat rice
for-
because I'm.
there was
brown.
like 1 year I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep Passover this year, and then like an hour in had a beer.
As a kid. Here's the thing: it's like beer isn't bread.
But
Moses.
it's not kosher for
It is
Passover.
Moses didn't. But no. Who is making these rules? Sometimes the rules that we extrapolate for the
Okay,
Jews
this
really
year I won't
bother
eat bread.
me.
I'll try.
Yeah, don't eat bread.
We'll see how.
It's easy for me because I don't eat bread.
Right.
I eat a lot of bread. Where's Judaica necklaces?
You're wearing an
I
evil
do.
eye.
Yeah, I don't.
I
have a
used to
Hamza
wear.
also.
I need a new chain
Yeah.
for my Mogan David.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get one.
I have a Hamza.
We all already know the answer to this, but extreme anxiety.
Yeah, sometimes.
Check.
Oh,
check.
every
check.
day of my life.
Every minute of every hour.
Do you get anxious after your set, Mel?
Yeah, sometimes. If I feel like I
After?
didn't do well, I'm like, yeah. It depends like where the show was, but if I know I could have done better.
Like if you were the worst person on the lineup, which like when that happens to me, I literally want to kill myself.
Oh my god, it's so
Really?
bad.
I wanted
so bad.
If I'm the worst person on the lineup, I'm just like everyone knows. Everyone's texting everyone. That I'm the worst person on the lineup.
No, I feel like shit.
Really?
I do. I like shake sometimes.
Yeah, and then I look at like the producer's Instagram to see if they're like posting in code about how bad I was. It's so bad. It's so bad. The Paradox show, she posted on Facebook afterwards and the list of everyone, and I was third to the bottom, and it wasn't in order of the lineup, and I was like, oh, she's ranking us. And I was the third to worst, and Char's the best, and I want to die. Anyways,
I support that though.
I feel that
that's my
way.
anxiety when it comes to comedy.
Listens to NPR.
I love NPR. I know you don't. I need you to talk about what.
Oh, I don't know this.
Well, what news do you consume then?
Oh, this is gonna be
I mean, I just like to listen to things that aren't biased. It's like I'm not really anything.
She's
though.
like,
but what is that? Like, what would be not biased?
InfoWars.
I know it's tough.
I'm kidding.
I'll just like Google stuff and I'll read like from different
Okay.
everything.
So
Yeah.
you're a mixture.
Or I'll just turn on the news and I'll listen to.
Which news? Which news? Say it. I want you to say it.
Okay,
out
so
loud.
I don't like Fox that much.
Okay.
So I know like you might assume that
Yeah.
but I don't really like it because I just think it's ridiculous. Some of their stuff is just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny to put it on.
It is.
Some of,
It's not news anymore.
yeah,
It's almost just like
nothing
entertainment.
really is.
So what would you turn on if not Fox?
What do I really watch? Guess like I don't know. I just kind of see what's online.
What's online,
Yeah,
okay.
just whatever's.
I get all my news from Twitter, so it's not.
Yeah.
I know. I get a lot of my news from Twitter
A nice
too.
infographic here.
Yeah.
And there.
Yeah.
What is there? The New York Times.
But I also, because of my job, like I get press releases sent to me, which is kind of
that's
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Have any of us ever gotten a summer internship because their parents knew somebody?
Yes.
No, but I got a job working in insurance
Okay.
for
That
like
counts.
a job over the summer. So yeah, actually,
Yeah,
that
I
was
got-
an internship.
I did get one of my high school summer internships was because it was my mom's former student.
Oh, what
But
was
like,
it?
yeah, that's the thing. It's like the nepotism that I got was like working at a startup, non-profit, unpaid.
Yeah.
That worked on climate change.
Yeah, it wasn't like you
It
got a job at
wasn't-
Goldman.
No, and it like also did nothing for my resume.
Yeah.
And I like, yeah,
I once was the director's assistant on a musical because
that's pretty good. But I still am like, it helped. It
Yeah.
helped me. Like I would like a lot of skills I learned there. Like definitely helped my career.
We
now.
recognize our Jewish privilege
Yeah.
on Two Jews, One Gay.
We're Nepo
We
babies.
do.
We're
We
not
are.
ashamed.
all
Has done
very
birthright.
Of course.
I have. Oh. So, did you love it?
No, I didn't like any of the people.
Oh, on your
They were
show.
mean to me. Girls are so mean to
Girls
me.
are so
Really?
mean.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like they're jealous, but like I just seem generally happy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they kind of have like something against me.
Do how old were you when you went?
22.
Okay,
Interesting.
that's how old I was.
Yeah.
I really loved Birthright. I really loved my experience. I really loved
That's awesome.
our tour guide. I loved the rabbi. I loved all of it. And Sam hates Birthright. So
So we're kind of on that.
Well, I never did it.
Okay.
And you
I never
won't
went
do
on-
it.
and I
Really?
won't do
Wow,
it.
I'm
I
so
won't do it.
surprised.
why? I don't actually want to know.
I liked Israel. I liked all the
Well,
places.
did you
we
hear that they're
went.
about to discontinue it?
No.
And then Yahoo is pulling it out or on accident. I didn't really read it, but apparently it's
He just
like,
is ruining it all.
yeah, he's really like, and now they're against Biden,
Well, yeah.
which makes sense, I guess, for them. But it's crazy. The
They-
protests there right now, crazy.
They loved Trump.
They really did.
When I was on Birthright, it was the week before Trump was visiting Jerusalem,
Oh.
and you would think that we were in North Korea with like Kim Jong
Yeah.
Un fucking banners everywhere.
It's crazy because like about 90% of American Jews voted for Joe Biden.
Yeah.
But in Israel,
No.
They're all Trumpy Trump.
My-
I guess, do they like Ivanka and Jared?
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, so my
very
sister
Trump.
has this like tattoo on
Yeah.
her arm that says girl power on it. And when we were in Israel, he was like, oh, because you hate Trump. And I was like, what the fuck is
does that
Israeli
have to-
American politics? Like their idea of American politics is so weird.
That's so funny.
So weird.
It's
I hate
really
Trump.
funny.
I mean,
Okay.
I find him entertaining.
Trump?
Yeah.
I can't wait for the day. I don't know that it'll ever happen, but I feel like there were a lot of like funny moments of the Trump presidency
There
that
really
we're not allowed to find
was.
funny. Like the Covfefe thing.
The cafe.
Like that
Oh my god,
funny,
so
but,
good.
like-
So good.
I can't.
Him making fun of a disabled reporter.
Yeah.
We can't laugh at that yet.
No, that was bad. That was bad, Pearl.
We already talked about this, but Jewish sleepaway camp.
I never did. I did
never
overnights
did.
with Hebrew school at Jewish, but I never went for like a summer. or
I did
anything.
Timberlake West on Long Island, but it wasn't Jewish, but
But it was-
everyone was
everyone
Jewish.
was Jewish.
Everyone
Yeah.
was Jewish.
But you guys didn't do
So that's de
Shabbat.
facto.
No, it wasn't like
See,
that.
like my sister went to one where like they did like
Yeah.
Shabbat, Kabbalat Shabbat, all
Yeah.
that shit.
Knows how to make challah.
No, but I've like done it. I wouldn't know how to do it on my own, but I've made
I can
hamantashes.
pump out challah.
Your
I
challah
can
is so
pump it out.
good.
about
I haven't made it in a
gluten-free
long
challah?
time, but maybe
I
soon.
love challah.
My
I
Bubby-
miss
my
it
dad's-
so much.
Bobby had like the Toledo challah business on
Damn.
lock.
That's like kind of my dream is to one day own like a bagel and like just like a
Challah.
bread
Oh,
store.
you'd be so
Yeah.
cute.
Just like a bread store and
I miss the days where
have no
people
one
just
talk
like
to me.
went into one thing. Like I'm in
Yeah.
bread,
I would love that.
cobbler,
I would
baker.
love that. to just
Oh
be-
my god,
to
I'm
just
so
bake
hungry
bread all
now.
day.
Oh my- I would
I have
love
so much
that.
hatred in my heart because I can't eat it. But they make so much gluten-free stuff now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, is it
okay.
good? Have you found a good gluten-free?
Crackers are really good.
But have you found like a bagel?
Have had it. Yeah, they're
Roast
okay.
Food, that place I don't like, the vegan one. They have gluten-free bagels, but
Some are bad though.
I don't think they're good though. I doubt
Yeah.
their normal
Probably
bagels
not.
aren't good. Why
I
would
don't
there
know
be
if I've had
gluten-free
one.
ones
They
vegan?
just blow your mind.
I've had gluten-free pizza.
Interesting. Gluten-free pizza always looks sad to me. Is it like the cauliflower?
It's really good. You have to
Really?
get the right brand. It's
Like-
good.
My
from
thing
the
is like because I
store?
don't eat cow's milk and I don't eat meat, so I'm like gluten's the one thing I have.
Yeah.
Gluten is all I have.
Got it.
Likes Manischewitz.
I
You like Manischewitz?
You do?
I'll asterisk. I don't like it's. I would never order Manischewitz. I wouldn't say that I like Manischewitz, but like there's something like fun about like drinking Manischewitz with my friend. Like it makes me nostalgic.
Yeah.
Because I used to like sneak Manischewitz with my like Hebrew school friends.
Yeah. Like instead of drinking the
Yeah,
juice,
yeah,
you
yeah.
would drink the
Yeah, when we were
Manischewitz.
like 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of like that, you know, it's the men.
Do you like Manischewitz?
It's okay.
Okay.
It's
I
okay.
don't. I hate
I mean, I
Manischewitz.
don't like it, but I don't. You know, I'm not gonna.
Until my dad
It's very
moved,
sippable.
yeah. Until my
a
dad
li-
moved to New York
little
City,
bit.
he thought all wine was like Manischewitz.
Oh my
So then he had
God.
his first taste of normal wine. He's like, "This is it turned." And then he had another one. He's like, "Oh, wine's not what I thought it
Yeah.
was. It's not Manischewitz.
Yeah.
I hate Manischewitz."
just
It's
Grape juice,
yeah, it really is. It's too sweet.
Have you had Manischewitz Jello shots? Because it's actually pretty good.
No, I didn't
No.
even know that
Wait,
was a
what?
thing.
We would make them
Manischewitz
for
Jell-O
Passover in
Yeah.
college.
At Hillel. That's cute.
Yeah.
You should do that once for me.
Okay, I would.
Okay.
Born in LA or New York.
Of course,
You get
Long
points.
Island.
You get points. You get points. You
High
get
five.
points. I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio.
I was born
Not
in
a-
Los Angeles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, she's catching up to you.
L to
Oh.
the A.
Oh,
Frankie's gonna really love this, but I'm losing.
led every group project in school.
Hardcore, yes.
Hardcore, yes, for me. Hardcore.
Not really. I did the art for like one of my classes because everyone else was smarter than me. So
Oh, you weren't a good student?
no, I was, but like I was with all of the kids who go to Ivy League, like went to Ivy Leagues.
Yeah.
And it was Spanish class, and I was okay, but they were really good. So I was like, all right, like one person could be the artist, and like everyone else just like wrote all the words. And I was like, I'll draw. And then my teacher like made fun of me for like being the artist. I'm like, but someone had to do
Yeah,
it, you know.
someone
And I'm
should
the
do
most talented artist.
I
mean,
got
I
a
wasn't.
lot of overbearing feedback.
Yeah, my elementary school report cards were like, you need to be quiet. So I literally in elementary, this is so bad.
What'd you do?
In elementary, and this is when people say that I'm a people pleaser now. I'm like, you don't understand the journey it took to get there.
What did you do?
When I was in elementary school, when I would finish my work really quickly, and then I would go around to the other students and finish their work for them because I was like, they need help.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Is that sweet? Like, it was coming from a sweet place, but
Was it?
not. It was.
Okay.
It genuinely was, I think. But that's so mean.
You're like, actually, no.
I was like, you're moving too slow. But I would like help them, and they'd be like, you're doing it wrong.
I just was like, just let me go home and do this.
Yeah, I was like, it'll just be better for everyone if I do it.
Yeah.
But then I shifted. I got really good about shifting in like high school and college. And now when I like do projects or work, or like stuff like that, when I have to work with people, I just am like, this is what everyone's doing. You do it or not. I don't care. That's kind of where
It's funny because now I'm at the phase in my life, like if I'm the most committed to a project, this is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad. Next one. Oh, still on your parents' health care plan.
Yes. I have a joke about it. I'm
Do
29.
And
I'm still on my dad's health insurance.
for the rest of your little life?
I don't know. I hope.
Yeah.
that'd be good.
Unless you get married, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or get rich and you can just like be on like,
Yeah.
something private. And you are. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
want a raw
24
dog
though.
insurance.
I'm so jealous. I am uninsured.
Yeah, I do feel bad because like I literally could get health insurance at work, but I like don't want to.
Don't feel bad.
Yeah.
No,
But
get
I
the
have
good
parents.
Like worst case scenario, I had like a UTI when I was in Seattle.
Oof.
And so like I had my sister get a prescription for antibiotics and then I took it. That is on insurance fraud. But you know, I'll be insured again one day.
You do what you gotta do.
Been told you should go to law school. Sorry.
All the time. No, you're good. All the time. Every day.
No.
Yeah.
My grandmother, every time. Actually, I saw her last week, and that was the first time I think ever for the past 5 years which she did not say, law school, you should be there.
Yeah,
why
I've
are
been
you
told
there
that
already?
a lot.
And I honestly, it's like, I was like, oh, maybe she's starting to give up. Maybe. She's the most persistent person I know. I was like, maybe she started.
Nevertheless, she persists.
Yeah.
Except now.
But well, one of my cousins is like applying to law school right now. My sister's going to law school, so she's getting lawyers.
Yeah.
We fucked up. There's no one in my generation who's a doctor.
No one in my generation doctor. We have 3 lawyers, but my mom's a doctor.
We just had so many, like, because my dad's a doctor, his dad was a doctor, my grandma's dad was a doctor. Like, we have
Oh, you guys fucked up.
doctor.
You guys fucked up. You better have a doctor.
My sister was supposed to be, I think in everyone's brains, it was like my sister was going to be the doctor and I was going to be the lawyer, and then my sister's going to be the lawyer,
And now you're gonna be.
I don't know.
Now you're
we'll
gonna
do.
be
My
a
mom's
little-
I-
You're gonna be
I
a
still
clown.
think that there's a high chance I'll become a rabbi at some point. I think that might be
No
the end,
way.
the final form. I think that might be the final form.
Well, that's great because then you get like you have a 30-minute set once a week.
So that's the thing was like I've realized that like being a rabbi could really like check all the boxes because like rabbis can do social justice and advocacy work all the time. They do that and like go to protests.
They
like,
can get rich.
Do policy
Their salaries can be really good.
sometimes, but rabbis they get to sing, which I like to do, but I'm not. But the best part about being a rabbi is you get to sing, and it doesn't really matter. It's like as long as you can kind of carry a tune, you get away with it, and that's perfect.
Yeah.
So it's like musical theater dreams.
You gotta do
You
a
get
set,
a set once a week minimum.
Minimum. But you're probably gonna do more because weddings and
Right.
funerals.
People maybe don't know this, but I actually had gone into grad school to be a sex therapist.
You.
We
I
can
don't know
partner
you.
up.
Oh my god.
And so, but rabbis do counseling and sex
that's
therapy
true.
and all that stuff. So it's like it really combines like the counseling interest that I kind of had. It combines like the advocacy stuff that I like and performance. So it really
And-
might be the final form.
And your need for power.
And my need for power and being Jewish.
Yeah.
Can you read and write Hebrew? Are you fluent?
You have to learn Hebrew to become a.
You know, the only reason why I didn't go to rabbinical school is because you have to live in Israel. That was like the reason that taught me.
So have to.
You pretty much have to. There's ways to get around it, but it's like really hard to avoid it. But I'm thinking that the worse Israel gets, like the less of a thing that's gonna be. So I'm just waiting like a couple years, and then
Why don't you save Israel?
it's not gonna be me.
Why don't you save Israel like a
Yes,
fucking
offended.
like a fucking adult? All right, you can read the last one.
Always the loudest person in a room.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I get shushed a lot.
I get shushed a lot, and I take it really offensively.
Me too.
More talkative than actually loud, though. Like, more like saying a lot.
No, I get told being like, shh.
I do the thing where, like, and I literally just did it, where it's like, if I'm talking in a group, it'll be like, I'll be louder, and then they'll be louder, and then I'll be louder, and then they'll, and then it's where everyone's screaming, and I don't even notice. But I'm pretty observant. I'm, like, self-conscious about it now because of, like, how much feedback I've gotten throughout the years that I'm very observant of
I'm
it.
just like, you hate that I'm expressing myself?
Yeah.
1,
I gesticulate a lot, too.
4, 5, 6,
Okay, who won?
9, 10, 11, 12. Well, I'm tabulating all
might have lost.
Okay, in third place with 45 points. Sarah.
Oh.
Guys, I'm sorry
Get
my mom's a
out.
convert. Sorry that I got this melanin. In second place with 47.5 points, Mel Weisman.
Yeah.
Wow.
Monkey in the middle.
Which means our winner, top Jewish American princess with 60 points is Samantha Schwimmer, who beat out the Long Island Jap. This is amazing.
She's more Jewishy than me.
I will
Yeah, she
say
is.
I
Way
made the
more.
list and there was a lot I could have put on here that would have
You
made
didn't
me
even
lose.
stack it the way that you could have.
Yeah.
Wow, you're the next top Jewish American princess.
I think those were good questions.
No, they are
Very
good
solid and fair.
Jewy questions.
I mean, what you gonna do?
My sweet.
We had
your
to get
sus?
to the on accident. We had to get to the bottom of who was the most Jewish,
Also, so now that we've done that, I do want to bring up Pearl because
This is Pearl.
this is Pearl.
Yeah.
A few months ago, I'm in a San Diego girls group on Facebook, and I see a post from Mel asking the group that has thousands and thousands of people in it for Chihuahua breeder recommendations.
Well, I asked first. I said I couldn't find.
Yeah,
I
you
couldn't find
any
one
puppy Chihuahuas that you wanted
in the
a
adoption,
rescue.
in the rescues. Yeah, don't forget that.
Yes,
Sarah.
no. I'm sorry. She looked.
I
and
looked. I
she,
really,
but she had a
truly
specific
did.
idea in mind for what she wanted.
I
And so
wanted-
she wasn't going to compromise.
No, I don't
So
do that.
I go on this 75 comments on her post of the women of San Diego just obliterating Melissa.
It was two girls who were super strong about it.
yeah,
Really?
saying that she was a bad person for not rescuing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Came
And
at me.
Melissa didn't know that at first when I told you about the thread, I was like, have
At
you
Good
seen
Bar.
the heat you're taking?
Uh-huh.
You're like, no. And you're like, but I do need to tell you, I've already found my Chihuahua. And so she then responds with a photo of her Chihuahua. She hadn't had it yet because now go into the
Yes.
story of how you got Pearl.
So I looked and they were all mixed Chihuahuas. It was a Chihuahua with, what's that, like, uglier brands? Dog.
Brand!
breed, whatever. Like a,
What's that uglier
a
brand?
whatever dog that makes it look bigger and uglier. And like, I didn't want that dog. Like, I wanted a petite,
have no
purebred
idea
Chihuahua.
I wanted a
And
petite Chihuahua.
I wanted a petite one that makes me feel like I don't know. She just makes me feel cozy. Could put her under the seat of the airplane and she's like super tiny.
Yeah.
But like all the ones that I looked at, I'm sorry, they're just not my type. Like I'm not gonna
Yeah, you're
get
not gonna
something
compromise.
that's. I even wrote on there that I would foster eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's true or not, like the intention.
Better sure not. I said it.
The intention is there. The intention is there. I mean, hopefully one day I will.
Also, I love because you were telling me this when we were talking about it. You kept saying like she's not my type. Like
Yeah, no, those
like
were
you're
not-
dating.
they-
like it's not my type.
They just weren't, and I really, truly looked very hard.
Yeah, I believe that.
And it just wasn't what I want. Like you can't shame me for that. And also, some of them were like older. One person was like, "You should adopt like a senior dog." I'm like,
I don't want to.
I don't want to. I
We all know
want the dog
what
to
trauma
live a
that
long
leads to.
life.
Yeah, I've been there, done that, and you
mean,
end up eating the dead dog hair. Is
I
what
had
happens.
two older dogs. Like
Right, growing up.
I mean, she started off young as a puppy, but like, she got old. So I feel like I
When
had.
women do that.
I know.
I hate when women get old.
I hate.
I
when
know.
women go.
But
Actually,
I had my
I
Shih
love
Tzu,
it.
and she was like 18. And she was old for like a good chunk of life.
Yeah.
And I was there for her, even in old age. And I'm like, been there, done that, did that, checked that box off. I want I want like a youngin', you know?
So-
like a girl's fresh.
And then where did you find Pearl?
I found her on Good Dog. So I was going through a bunch of different
And that's where they
profiles.
have profiles.
But I still took her out of the good of my heart and monetization. So.
Right, but you're glossing over some details that I find very fun and important for the integrity of the story.
Yes, okay.
She was born in Florida.
Texas.
Oh.
She was born in Texas.
No
Corpus
abortions for
Christi.
Pearl.
She's a beach bitch. She was born in Corpus Christi. Sorry. How much did you pay for this dog?
Well, it was
Just the dog.
Okay, so she was $27.50, but with like added stuff, and then also the nanny the flight attendant that flies her in from Corpus Christi, it was like $3,100.
But how much did the other dogs go for?
The same thing. Like,
I thought she was cheaper. I thought you got a deal on her.
Oh no! Well, like all of her siblings were the same price, but there was another breeder where the dog was Chihuahua, just like same thing, $6,500.
What's
And
the
like
difference
wasn't
between those
cuter
two?
than I don't know.
Was it her mama show dog?
Yeah, her mom's a show dog. I mean, it's expensive to have a show dog, so I don't know if like I do that for Pearl, but
Right.
I don't know.
In case
I'm
anyone
open.
missed it, she had to have someone fly the dog from Texas just with Pearl.
Yep.
So you had to pay for her ticket.
Well, she had her sister was flown to LA first, and then Shanae is the woman who brought her over, and then Shanae came over to San Diego. I drove to the airport. It was pouring rain. Shanae was late. The flight was delayed. I had to keep.
Shanae was fucking late.
Yeah, she was, and I had to keep driving around. I got so lost. I started crying. So I couldn't figure
LA is
out.
stressful.
And yeah, well, no, I was in the San Diego airport, but she's like, go to the cell phone area, like where the parking lot is, and then she's like, oh, it's too far for me to get to. So I had to like circle back around, waited a light for like 15 minutes. I was crying. I was having such bad anxiety, and then I got my baby, and like my life has just changed.
Yeah,
Mostly for the better.
mostly for the better. Well, she's a baby. Puppies are tough.
They're tough.
Puppies are not as fun as people pretend they are.
Yeah.
They're so much work.
She has a great personality.
She does.
she's
Because it was her
very
first
sweet.
time walking outside today.
Talk about that a little bit.
Oh yeah, because you got some heat.
You
I
got
know.
heat.
People are f***ing stupid.
Okay, so
They're dumbasses.
Melissa is the queen of Instagram stories.
Yeah.
I used to be the queen of Instagram stories, but I think you're the queen
You
of Instagram
win.
I haven't even
stories.
posted today. That's like
Whoa.
terrible. I know.
And she talks, so she won't take Pearl for the most part outside.
I take her outside when I'm wearing my sling, so that's like the side bag. And we walk around. We walked around Seaport Village,
But she doesn't touch the ground.
no, because she could get parvo. So that's what the breeder told me. Like, don't put her down
Until
because
how
if
long?
until she's fully boosted, you know.
When will that
so,
be?
I think in like another month or two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you like dog vaccines?
Yeah.
Yeah. But where do you stand on like human vaccines?
Well, I mean, it depends what. Like,
Okay.
I've gotten my flu shot
Okay.
Okay.
before.
Oh, so you're a pro flu shot. Do you get it every
Yeah,
year?
I'm kind of like, I don't think I got it last year. I mean, my dad would always have us, but my dad's very pro-vax. And I'm like, pro,
Measles.
like, relax, you know, like, relax with all this bullshit.
So wait, which vaccines are good versus bad?
Measles?
Measles?
I think they're all like fine.
You
I
don't love the COVID vaccine.
No. I got my first one and done, you know?
Yeah.
Made me so
Did you get
sick.
which one did you get?
I thought I was gonna die. No, I got 2 Modernas. I thought I was gonna.
Oh, so
seriously.
you are vaccinated.
Yeah, I know,
Oh,
but
okay.
if I could go back in time, I would extract that shit
I
out of
thought
my
you weren't
system.
vaccinated.
No, I wish I wasn't. Like
Okay.
I would extract it right now. But it made me so sick, so sick to like I really felt like I was dying. Like I'm not even exaggerating. And I got COVID twice, and like I was like fine. I'm like. Like it just, and I'm like, I'm not getting boosted. My dad got like two what are those flyers or cards, whatever, of his boosters, and I'm like,
Oh, he's like so boosted that you had to get another.
yeah, I'm like, you can back
My,
off.
my mom's like that. My mom's so boosted.
Yeah,
my God, I can't.
have been not keeping up with the boost as much.
Me
I've gotten
Good
a
girl,
A
good
boost.
girl.
I've gotten a boost too, but
Can I
I,
just say, it's not because
ladies.
I'm anti-vaccine. Like I'm
Yeah.
very pro-vaccine. I literally just like don't have time, which is bad. I should make time, but it's like
No.
what is your fear with
But
the
I'm
COVID
pro-vaccine.
No,
vaccine?
there's no fear. It's just like it gives people, it's like given so many people like cardiac, all these problems, people have died, all the sports players. It's like nobody's been dropping dead like that until this. And it's not a conspiracy, it's just facts. And so many people, I just don't think it does anything really truly just don't think it does anything, and you're just putting this to your system.
Where do you stand on Fauci? You think he's a bad guy?
Oh, he's terrible.
Really?
Yeah, no, I would kill him if I could.
God. Where do you stand on the insurrection?
with the
January 6th.
Oh, I just think it was ridiculous.
Okay.
Like in what direction?
I just don't really think it was necessary.
Okay.
It looked like a good time, honestly. But
Like, would you have gone?
No.
Did
no,
you
I
vote in
wouldn't.
2020?
No. I just didn't like anyone.
Did you vote? Oh, did you vote in 2016?
No, I just
Have
like
you
I
ever
didn't really
voted?
like. No. I just didn't like anyone. I knew who was gonna win. I just my vote wouldn't matter in New
Yeah.
York or California, you know. And there were long lines. I'm like, oh, fucking.
Would you vote absentee?
I would, but I just didn't
Yeah.
receive it.
Who do you
So I'm in
want
New York.
who would you want to win?
Yeah,
I
who's like
don't
the dream
know.
president?
Just
Yeah, if they don't have to
Yeah.
be running. Who's your dream president?
somebody who stands
Marjorie Taylor
the
Greene.
way that like.
Oh yeah, what do you think Marjorie Taylor Greene, a fellow fitness guru?
I don't know. I don't know much about her. What are her stances? Sorry, I'm
They're
like
not
not
good.
great with the
She thinks that
with the news. Honestly, I should be better.
Jews control the weather.
She thinks Jews control. She's the Jewish space lasers woman.
Oh,
She does not like
that-
gay people.
She does
No, I
not
don't like
like
her.
Yeah.
the shooting that happened in Boca.
Yeah.
Marjorie Stone or whatever that one was. She harassed the fuck out of the survivor.
No. I don't like her. Not at all.
Do you like
Thumbs
who's
down.
who's someone she would like? Do you like the Squad? Do you know
Did
the
you like
Squad?
Mitt Romney?
I don't. I was some things and then some things not so much. I mean, I wasn't like a huge fan. I haven't really liked anyone.
Yeah.
Like I want.
Would you run for office?
I feel like I'd be the best like option.
Like me.
It's not even saying much.
I can see her being a Yang Gang girl.
But I'm
Oh.
Definitely.
Yeah, I could see.
I mean, I'm pro-abortion, like
Yeah. Did you like Gary Johnson?
pro-abortion.
Johnson.
Gary Johnson. He was like the independent who ran in 2016.
I don't really know too much about him. See, you're better than I am.
She's really
I don't follow enough.
politically
I'm
activated.
feeling so insecure right now.
Oh no, die.
no, I'm really not. If you like explain to me more than I would
I used
know.
to
I don't
care
follow the
about
news
politics,
enough.
And then I,
It's like embarrassing. I should
stopped.
though.
No,
It's
you're-
bad. Like Twitter, you know, just
After
Google.
Trump presidency, I'm like, oh, nothing is real.
No.
I feel like you would kind of be into Tulsi Gabbard. I feel like you could get behind her.
What are
Should I
her?
buy one?
I could tell you
she's
what I
not
like,
bi,
what I
but
don't
she's
like.
I actually could see you liking Marianne Williamson, who I once got into a Twitter feud with, but
Nice.
not because of politics, because of other things. But yeah, but I could see she's like her thing's about love.
Okay.
She likes fitness. She's very into fitness.
Yeah.
You should check her out. She's running for
I'm
president.
gonna check her
What
out.
do you feel about Andrew Tate?
No.
No,
I'm
okay.
not. No, I just like I don't really. He just seems too much, like
Yeah.
too much ego. I mean, some
Yeah.
people don't think he's ego, but like
That's crazy.
Who doesn't
he-
think he's ego?
I don't know the people who like him. I
Even
guess.
the people who like him, I feel like you have to acknowledge he's ego.
Who are your
ego.
favorite people in pop
Yeah.
culture?
He's ridiculous. Oh God, I don't know. I don't really follow too
No,
much.
you don't have like a guru.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
You're,
I
I
like.
like you're your own thing.
Yeah,
You
no, I
are.
kind
You're
of am.
singular.
I like, you know what? I like Chelsea Handler, the fact that she doesn't have kids, doesn't want kids. And, you know, I liked Ron DeSantis at first. Because until, and no, at very first. At very
The first few moments I
first.
laid my eyes on.
Until like the Christianity and the Jesus is just too much. And then the anti-abortion. And then, like, they were all angry that Chelsea Handler wouldn't have kids.
They,
Like,
he
they
was
were-
mad at her for not
I don't know. I
having
don't know.
I
if
like that
it's
Chelsea
DeSantis.
Handler's on the list of what
It wasn't,
DeSantis has
but
done wrong.
I just like the fact that she just like doesn't have kids. She just like,
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm
No,
just because I don't want them. And then the conservatives were like angry that she
Yeah.
wouldn't have kids. Like I can't
Yeah.
be I can't be a Republican because like I don't want
Their
kids
views of
and like
women are
I
pretty
don't.
regressive.
Yeah, it's too like that's why I like at first I was kind of like on board and then I'm like no. It's just that like it changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just too much. So no, I'm not a repub.
Yeah.
I'll live.
Melissa
I'm
says
just,
gay. too.
like, you know, whatever's out there.
You'll say. Speaking of which.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of
this is the most important part of the podcast.
Yes.
So at Sam's birthday party, which I hosted,
I was there.
which I graciously hosted at my house.
Because you're an iconic the most beautiful person on the planet.
Yeah, exactly.
I love
Thank you.
Jim Carrey. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah,
and he
Jim
doesn't
Carrey.
fuck with anything.
Yeah,
He's like,
no,
this is
that's
real.
that's who I was like. Who do I? Yeah, Jim
there
Carrey.
we
That's
go.
He's good.
He's good.
He's good. Non-problematic kid.
Yeah.
Is he?
I feel like didn't he have things? I don't know.
Maybe.
Sorry to interrupt.
I can't call anyone non-problem. I'm just like they're gonna do something.
I know that's why I'm like I
disappointing.
can't even like whatever I say I'm gonna get canceled. You know. That's hers.
We're pro cancellation.
We are.
I know that's true.
One
That's
day.
true.
So at Sam's birthday party,
Mm-hmm.
you discussed that you had lost your gay virginity.
Yeah, I
with
did.
a woman. Talk a little bit about that
Yeah.
experience.
Okay.
And I will jog your memory if you leave out details because I haven't.
Wasn't sure if we were. I wasn't sure if we were gonna go there. I'm gonna tell my parents don't listen.
Oh yeah.
No, we can. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I had always like thought about it, wanted to, but I've been to like Flicks and what's that other one, Gossip Girl, and they were just not cute, not well dressed, like kind of thugs.
Okay, so you
like,
went scouting before.
I've just gone to like have a good time, but look
Yeah.
around, you know, see whatever's what's going on, and I. Like no,
Yeah.
and most of them were coupled up, so I'm like, all right, this is not my scene. Actually, I didn't wasn't really into her, but I made out with this girl at Flicks, and then I just got teeth in my mouth. I don't know, she was just a terrible
just a bad
kisser.
kisser.
Then she became obsessed with me. She was like following me around,
Lesbians
and I had
can't
to
do that.
I had to
Lesbians really
leave.
stink
She like
down.
wanted to marry me. I had
Did
to
she make
leave.
you a playlist? That's the telltale sign.
Thank God I didn't get her number. I had to leave because
okay.
she was following me around. It was crazy.
Okay. She thought you were her wife.
Yeah, she really like thought. And then one of my girlfriends and like her like really hot like guy friend, they like invited me to do a threesome.
Ooh.
And I felt like that was like a perfect way
Yeah.
to kind of break in.
They're not dating.
Well, they like hook up.
They
They're
hook
not.
up
They're like poly
Got
kind of
it.
thing.
So
Yeah, but he's
you were
really
invited
good looking.
into their thing.
Yeah.
And that was fun.
Yeah, and like I'm like pretty close with her. Yeah, but it wasn't like weird or anything because of that. Because she's like truly bi, like really open.
Yeah.
And she's not trying to like date me or be weird
Right.
like that. So I wanted to lose my virginity, and the thing is I didn't want to lose it with like that girl at Flicks. So
Yeah.
so I was like, all right, like she's pretty. Like
Were you intoxicated at all to do it, or were you sober?
I was like pretty much sober.
Yeah, like, had a
we
little
had like
bit
a little
of
bit of it's not champagne. What's it? Prosecco.
Prosecco, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you do that, and do you go down on her?
Yeah. Because I wanted to like lose
Do it.
my
Yeah.
the full
Because I had
experience.
like fingered, I had done stuff before, so I was like, yeah, let's go all in. Like I knew, you know, she was clean and like look good. I mean, like that's a,
Yes,
you know,
it
I
is.
feel
If
like
I
you would
don't-
be someone who would like literally kick someone out of bed.
yeah, like
If they
I
have a
don't.
dirty
If it's
vagina?
like not,
Yeah, or just like a dirty anything.
if it
Yeah.
has like a bad smell or like there's
Yeah.
something funky, I just don't know if I could. Because that would be the same thing with a dick. That would be the same thing with
Yeah.
anything.
Wasn't there a mishap? Wasn't there something with the butt?
Oh. Okay, so it was like my first time, like
Yeah.
with really, I guess. Yeah, I'd like done kind of like foreplay threesome, but it was so long ago. So I was like going down on her and like fingering her, but you know, like everything's kind of like tight.
Yeah,
And
everything's in one.
yeah,
dense
like the whole,
area.
and then I was like going in for the fingering, and I was like, oh, this kind of doesn't feel like a vag. And then I realized I was like kind of in her ass. Well, I was. I'm saying kind of because, you know,
But she just sounds
You're a
like
lady.
but then I like realized, and I was like, oh, but I wasn't like all the way deep in,
Yeah.
and you know, it's not like a bad thing.
No.
Like everyone likes it. I mean, I don't know. She didn't
protest.
squirm or anything. Yeah, she didn't protest. So yeah, it was fine. But it was fine.
That
like I
sounds
had
like
a good
honestly
time.
like a very
Yeah.
non-traumatic.
Yeah.
Pause.
No,
the
it was
first
great, and
time.
we've like done it again too.
Nice.
Like, she has like a very
Has it
nice
gotten better each
vagina.
time?
Well, I've gotten better.
Did she give you feedback?
I mean, I didn't like really. I just needed a second round to like
Yeah.
kind of redeem.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't feel like you did as well as you.
No,
could
I
with the
felt
first
like I did well, but like it's your first time, you're not gonna be like the best at
Right.
anything.
Right.
But I kind of do. I don't have like an ego in bed, but like I like for myself, I want to do a good job. You know,
Yeah,
I
you
want to
wanna
perform. Even
perform.
when I'm giving, you know, BJ, like I want to, you know,
Yeah.
I treat genitals like art. Like you want to just, it's like a canvas and just spread in your paintbrush. You're not just gonna, you
Yeah.
gotta like get the whole
You're not gonna
canvas,
Jackson
you know.
Pollock it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I Jackson Pollock it.
Yeah. You're just,
Do you take breaks? Like I take breaks.
I have a
Like-
small mouth.
like how long are your breaks?
No, just to breathe.
Yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
I have to breathe.
Because in
Yeah.
my brain, I'm like, there must be people who just like don't. They just power through.
Yeah.
I like to breathe.
I come up for air.
I come
yeah,
up for it.
sometimes you
I come
gotta.
up for air. And then
I had to come up for air.
before we started filming, you were talking about last night you had a new one.
Yeah, I had a new one.
And it was just girl. Was it a threesome?
Yeah, it was a threesome.
right.
But like it was mostly like she and I were kind of together.
Okay.
Was he just watching?
We were just like there. Like she was mostly with him. Like I wasn't like with him.
Okay.
And like I didn't like even with like the other one. Like I wasn't like fully. You know, I didn't like bang him or anything.
Okay,
like it was more
interesting.
like with her.
Right,
I feel like I don't really know it. Like let her have her guy, and you know I touched a little bit of everyone. But
Would you do a one-on-one?
Possibly, yeah. If she was like to me like very attractive and I was like very into it, then yeah, I think I would. But I have to feel really comfortable.
What does this girl look like? Like type? Like,
Like a little bit, like blonde, like tan skin, blue eyes.
Fair.
But like I like that she's like like 5'8", so she's taller
Like
than
an Ivanka
me.
Trump
Like
type?
kind of like similar. But I like I'm pale, so it's nice if someone's like a little bit darker than me for the contrast.
I'm the same way where I'm more attracted to girls who have a different vibe than me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's definitely different than me. She has very nice skin.
Did we talk about that with you?
Oh,
do you like girls who look
do you know
like
that
you?
Broad City episode? You haven't seen it.
No.
Yeah.
I
there's,
like that show.
The like Aaliyah Shawkwa guest star one where they realize they look like Alana's like she's so hot and it's just because I have that.
You like girls who look like you?
Yeah.
You like, okay.
But I would say like I like
Narcissist.
yes. Yes. I like girls who look like me or mommies or I don't know. I have a really wide tape.
Yeah,
tape.
I don't think you're picky.
But there are things that I don't like.
What don't you like?
Like I'm not super attracted to like tall blondes.
Really? A leggy blonde?
It's just like it really depends on like,
It's not
the
that I'm
person
like
and their
not attracted, but it's not
vibe.
who I would like go for.
Who do you think is hotter? Sydney Sweeney or Alexa Demi?
Ooh, that's hard.
Good girl.
I don't know. Maybe Alexa Demi. I think Sydney Sweeney is really pretty though, but I wouldn't classify her as a tall blonde.
She's
It's
one
a
of like
different-
my dream girls.
Really? Okay.
Do you know who these people are?
So bad.
Do you know who Renee
I
Rapp
look?
is?
Obsessed.
Renee Rapp is like one of my biggest crushes, and she is more than.
Obsessed.
But yeah.
But she's also a musical theater
She's like
girl.
a top. She's a top. For
She's
me.
a top.
She's my top 5.
Oh, and she's a top, I think.
Yeah, and I would do anything.
Yeah.
I would do anything, and she's younger than me. Which
Renee
is also
Rapp
upsetting,
or
but-
Olivia from Love Island?
Honestly, Renee Rapp, just because of like purely sexually, I would say maybe Olivia from Love Island, but
Yeah.
like Renee, I'm like personality,
Talent.
like a talent, like I would fall in love with her really fast, really fast.
Um,
Yes. She's going places.
But you wouldn't put a label on yourself at this
No,
point. Yeah.
I don't think
That's
so.
good.
Like I wouldn't like date a woman.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I mean, I'm new, but I guess it just like really depends on who
Yeah.
I meet. So I can't really say. But yeah, I wouldn't like put any sort of label. Just say
Well, we're
girls
happy to
just wanna
have you
fun.
Yeah.
in the liminal space between
Thank
straight
you,
and
thank you
bi.
very much.
We're slowly recruiting.
We've
No,
honestly
last
done pretty
night was
well.
fun. Last
Yeah.
night was fun, and it's like through a guy from Seeking Arrangement.
Oh, okay.
So it was like the first one was with like my friends, like that was like just for fun, like no money involved. Like the second time around, he like I like saw his picture. We were talking. It's not like he's some like old disheveled man.
Yeah.
Like he's like actually a good looking guy in his late 30s. And then he showed me a picture of his girlfriend, and he's like, "Yeah, we just want to do this." But it's not like he wanted to go out to a bar and try to meet someone. He has a lot of money, so he's just like, "Yeah, like you know,
Wait.
just left the envelope on the counter."
You did not say that this time, and you
Yeah.
don't have to say the figure, but it was like
was like
you felt
$1,000.
fair.
For how long?
Only 2 hours, but we like chatted a lot. Yeah,
That's crazy.
I love money, you know.
Oh my god!
No, but I'm
dude,
just saying like that's amazing.
Yeah, no,
Like,
she was
that's
hot. Like I had
amazing.
fun.
I wish I want to be.
He said 800, and I'm like, no, I like.
No
even
way.
Yeah.
You negotiate so well.
Well,
I could
I
barely
don't-
negotiate my like raise
Yeah.
for my job. I was like, that sounds good.
And you look dead in the eye of a man who's from Seeking Arrangement. You're like 1,000 or nothing.
Yeah. It's like 2 hours. That's only 500
yeah.
an hour. That's
My
like
dream
cheap.
in another
You know,
life
I
is
should
to
have
be a
charged
sex
3,000.
worker. I would love to being
It's
a
so
Seeking
empowering.
Arrangements seems like such a good idea.
So empowering. Yeah. Like I got to hook up with a hot girl, and I didn't even have to do anything with him. Like I would have done that without the grand, you know. And
Right.
Just like
Yeah.
I love money. Like I get so horny for money. Like if I'm trying to like get off, like I'll just like think about stacks of hundos.
Do you deal a lot in cash, right?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Her
they pay me.
address is.
No, I put it straight in the bank or I give it to my mom and she pays my rent with the cash because I don't pay taxes. So like, oh fuck, it's alright. It's alright. Who cares? I don't know. Like they're not gonna come after me. I don't even make like over 100,000. So I give my mom the money and then she'll pay my rent with like she'll put it into her bank account. So I'm like. I'm bringing home like 20 grand to New York. Yeah, there are guarantors because I don't have like enough income. Like,
yeah, you don't have to pay stuff.
Yeah, it's complicated. That's why I can't buy a house. I can't really.
One day you'll have the cash.
Yeah.
To just be like, listen.
Well,
cash offer.
Because
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to like buy any property, but I partially got the one bedroom because I'm gonna have people over now.
Right.
I mean, I wanted it for myself and more natural sunlight. But I'm like, if I'm gonna.
Girl.
Oh no. if I'm gonna have guests over,
Yeah.
making the dough, gotta have the one bed.
Oh, I see.
Do
Do
you have to look more
do
professional?
your massage clients come to you?
Yeah, everyone comes to me. I have a pink massage table.
Cute.
I haven't told like comics come by for like a regular massage.
I would get a regular massage.
Yeah. No, but I do real massage. Like it's not like erotic. I also have hot stones. I have foam rollers. I have a
you do a
massage
thing.
gun. Yeah.
Did you get trained in massage?
Through YouTube, yeah. But, like,
I love the confidence in that answer. Yes,
I have so much confidence. The thing is, I had so much insecurity in the past, and like now I'm like bringing the money, bringing the Botox, bringing the freaking little dogs, and let's get going. Yeah, a little bit like my forehead. I get some here.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It does look
Yeah,
good.
just like a little bit here and there. Nothing like tremendous.
Don't do that.
Nothing bigly.
Don't do that to your face.
I really want to ponytail it.
Oh my god, no. I got my lip done. Like my
Filler?
lips only once a year. I get here. She does here. I go to San Diego IV. Her name is Rose. Really good. You guys should hit her
Sponsor us, Rose.
up. Yeah.
Please.
She's amazing. She did like one of the Bachelors. It's
Oh,
actually on
his.
Katie's season on Aaron something. Aaron Trancy or Aaron Clancy.
We'll have to
I like
ask.
that we're like first and last.
Yeah, like what if someone?
He's like
Aaron,
famous.
Aaron Francie.
He's on the Bachelorette on Katie's season.
So funny because I bet he doesn't want people to know.
No, it was on her story. Yeah, no, he like shared it to his story.
I mean,
You
honestly,
freaking
I
know
love
him.
that.
You get a discount
love it.
at
I
most
love
places
it.
if
If
you
you
allow
share.
them.
Rose, give me a discount.
Yeah, give her a
Yeah.
discount.
No, she's beautiful.
That's
She's
iconic.
awesome. Yeah, she does all my Botox.
Nice.
So.
Well, you seem to be really happy. Is that an act or are you happy?
No, I'm good. I'm
happy.
like,
You
I
honestly,
mean, I've just progressed so much in life. Like,
Yeah.
got better looking, more money. This girl hanging out with you too.
You
so.
definitely seem happier than we are.
And you're grinding on comedy at the same time.
Yeah, and I'm grinding,
You hustle
I mean,
for
You
comedy.
really do
Yeah.
hustle.
Oh, thank
like,
you. No,
really.
you two
I'm
do
try-
also.
No, I'm trying to be more like you though.
Yeah.
Like,
You're
oh
so
my God,
good
you're
at
so
self-promotion and like networking and all of those pieces of it and like
I think it's from New York. I would have to hit like
Yeah.
3 mics a freaking
Yeah.
night, and
that's
I
what
think
I've
it's
heard
from
about
New York.
people who get started in New York. Is,
Baby
like, they
girl.
have this grind that's like because you
Yeah.
just have to.
Well, yeah.
Katie's like feedback for us, and we can get into that.
yeah, perfect.
Was that we needed to start like asking for more.
Okay.
And so I've started doing that because like that was something I've always been insecure about, like asking for a spa or asking.
Oh yeah,
to
you
be
got it.
considered.
I would tell everyone when I like way back when I had the Amplified show you both were on, and people were it was like Kyle was like he like didn't ask, and I was like, yeah, just ask me, like, because
Yeah.
I don't like I just wasn't reaching out to people.
Right.
I'm just like whoever wants to be on will hit me up, and I'm like, you're like so
Yeah.
funny, like
Yeah.
You
Just
know
ask.
that show is like pretty responsible for my romantic life.
really
Yeah, because we were both on it, and that was the
That was
first
the first
time.
one.
So that was not. We were already friends.
Making
We
connects.
already knew each other, and we
Yeah.
had like hung out. But like our first time ever, like really hanging out one on one was after.
Didn't you guys go to the beach and like
Oh
watch
my
sunrise
God.
or
No, we
something?
just hung out in my
So
car.
funny.
That happened. Oh, yeah. So you're
Good old
responsible.
Amplified.
You're responsible.
Rest
for-
in peace.
I
I'm finding a
remember
new spot.
DMing Frankie the next day. I was like, Mel put on a Jew that wasn't me. I was like, are you really replacing me with the Anne Frank girl?
Oh my God. That show
now
is
look at
so,
This is our feedback segment
okay.
where for 2 minutes you can give Sam and I any piece of feedback and we will not say
Yeah, it can be positive. It can be
Feedback
negative.
for this or
No,
for what?
just anything.
anything. Any feedback that you
feedback
want.
you have.
If you told me that I need to wash my face more, that could be feedback.
Yeah.
You know.
Can I give like positive feedback?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're
anything.
both beautiful.
Wait. On your mark.
Oh.
Get set. Go.
Okay, well, obviously you're both beautiful. I'm so glad that you started this podcast. Like, seriously, it's so good. It's inspiring me to, like, actually start mine when I get back from New York and have you guys on. It's going to be, like, mostly comics, too, so that'll be fun. And, yeah, I just had such a lovely time. You're just really good hosts together. Like, you're just, like, it's just so organic. And I just feel like sometimes I've listened to podcasts and sometimes they'll, like, talk over each. I've heard that a lot. But no, you guys really, like, it. No, I didn't think that at all. And I don't have any complaints, so.
Yes, you do.
Except for the fact that you're not making out with me right now.
Wow, this is going so much better than when Katie Thurston rejected me. You don't have any feedback for us as comics?
Of how we could grow
as
people.
women?
Chris is like dying.
Oh my God. Trying to like think. I don't know. Have you ever thought of producing? Well, you produce the show and at Good Bar too. So you do a lot. You do a lot.
I don't like producing.
And it's really rough. No, you. I mean, you already produce. And then how long have you been doing stand up for?
Just over a year.
Oh my God, yeah, it's so new. You were so much better than I was when I first started. Like my first year in, I didn't really know how to like formulate punchlines. Like I didn't really like nobody ever really helped me out. So I just feel like you're like already head of the game, doing really well. And then you haven't been doing it that long either.
I started in 2018, but I didn't do it for a year.
Yeah.
During the pandemic, I like had one show, didn't mic.
Yeah, I did 2018, 2019, and then 2020 was nothing. Then I started in 2022. Yeah, so it's like a year here, 2.5 years in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I also, summer of 2019, had a really bad incident happen within the scene.
Uh-huh.
Just think what it's like being a woman and connect the dots, you know
Oh,
what
damn.
I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that took me out a lot too. And like I didn't perform for a while after that.
That's rough.
As well. But yeah. So I say like I'm about 3 years in.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like 3.5.
Yeah.
About the same.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like
I don't have any like thing negative to say. Like I wish I did. Just,
it's funny because
like,
when we
punch
have
out.
boys on,
They're ready.
They
Oh
do
my
not
God.
hold back. They do not hold
I
back.
mean, I just like I really like don't. I think you're both grinding like just as much like as me. I don't even think of myself as grinding that hard. I'm like I
grind
need
hard.
to. I'm
You
like I
do,
need to
you really
write
grind
more.
hard.
You both work harder than I do. By a
I
large
don't
margin.
think that at all. And also you're working at ACC, so you're like in there all the
You
time.
don't give yourself enough credit.
Yeah, no,
for
you
the
really
things you do.
don't. And you've hosted for like big names. Like I haven't freaking done that.
I think right now, and I'm seeing it within myself, I'm almost like working backwards.
Yeah.
The first years of comedy, I like went to maybe like one mic a week. Like
Oh.
because I didn't have friends. I was scared of the men because a lot of them
Yeah.
are terrible.
Yeah.
And like also being out late at night. I started at 23 years old. Like it was just like a very
yeah.
new
Baby.
scene. I
Yeah.
was new to San Diego also.
That's how I felt.
And now I'm starting to like mic way more
Yeah.
and do all that stuff. And so like I'm kind of like backing into some of the stage
Right.
presence work and like comfortability because I get really anxious before I go on stage. Really,
Yeah.
really anxious. I think there's only one comic in town who gets more anxious than I do, and I won't out him. But
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, I know.
I think he's the only one. But like,
Yes.
and so I'm only now starting to be
Yeah.
comfortable. Whereas like you have been like really grinding all year.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
Yeah,
you
I took a
really
little
have.
break
Yeah, but
for similar.
yeah, but like you don't go 2 days without doing comedy almost.
You're
ever.
at Madhouse every night.
I
Pretty
know.
much, yeah.
I didn't even I didn't even realize like that was an expectation for so long that like people are going every night.
Yeah.
I feel like pretty much the ones that go every night
it's
though
too
are
much for
like
me.
Jacob, Frankie.
Sometimes
Kyle.
like I do feel like it starts to have diminishing return. Or I don't know. Like I feel
like-
like I should do 6 nights instead of 7.
Yeah.
But it does force. But I like the routine of it a lot.
There you
I'm not
go.
writing as much as I want to be.
I'm not
But I
writing.
also
I know.
I feel like I'm hard on myself with that too. Where like I do write new material every week. It's not always good. It doesn't always stick. But like I am writing every week, and that is like for
Same.
where I'm at.
Great.
Like really.
Yeah,
That's really good.
Excellent.
Yeah, I feel the same. And then I'm just like, where's the punchline here? I'm like
Yeah.
trying.
See, I'm
But
so
I need-
anal.
I need more.
You
'cause
work
I'm-
things out on stage.
I'm
I do too.
deleting.
Yeah.
Do what on stage?
You work things out on stage.
Yeah, because I'm trying to take out some old stuff. Because like,
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of my stuff is like about hookups and like
Yeah.
all of that, like dating. And like right now, I'm not like hooking up. I'm like celibate. You know, I mean, for the most part, you know. So I'm just like none of this really resonates.
Celibate unless there's cash involved.
I mean, you know, it's work.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I just like haven't, you know, been kind of out of the game for a bit. So I'm like, I'm talking about like a lot of hookup stuff, whatever.
You want it to be
and,
more
like,
authentic. To
yeah, like a little bit more
Yeah.
about. So I'm doing like some comparison stuff with New York, stuff about Pearl, and just like my apartment, my neighbor, just like a lot of stuff that's more clean also that I could
can't
do
write
that.
clean. Every time I try, like
I know every time I try, a dick gets involved.
I just
Yeah, a dick
I don't
pops
even know
up,
what clean
just like
Yeah.
in real life.
Just like real life, exactly.
For me, it's really hard for me to take a joke to stage, even out of mic, if
Yeah.
it's not fully
But
fleshed.
then your
No,
jokes
it's really hard.
it doesn't intimidate me, but it's like I like sometimes I feel like I really try to not compare myself to other people because it like just
Same.
isn't a good practice.
You
But like
can't.
there's sometimes where it's like I'll be like, because you come so polished when you're trying a new joke, and I don't. Like I
my
will
God.
try. I like will literally riff about something for like 3 minutes at a mic and bomb, and I just don't care. But then there'll be
Same.
one thing from it that I'm
Yeah.
like, this works,
Yeah.
and then I'll take
That
it, and that's
is
how.
a better comic though than what I do. I have control issues, and I have like the former gifted child in me. That's where those are the only
Yeah.
remnants that are left. I've let go of the former gifted child for the most
Yeah.
part, but it's that. But I'm getting better. One of the reasons I need a mic more, and I have been, is because
Yeah.
I need to get more comfortable with
That's
bobbing.
that's why I do it so
Yeah,
often.
yeah.
That's what it like for me. It's like I don't think it makes me a better like I don't think I'm like getting all of this advantage or whatever. It's literally because if I didn't do it every day, I wouldn't take risks with it.
Yeah.
I would be a lot more like protective over it and cautious over it. And I think for me,
I feel
it's like
you.
I'll be here tomorrow. It's
Yeah.
3 minutes. Who
3
gives
minutes.
a fuck?
Right.
These assholes again? Great. And like I
Yeah.
just like I'm so desensitized
Yeah.
to bombing at Madhouse. Sometimes maybe even more desensitized than I should be because like there are times that I'm like I need to like be really working on things more intensely, but it just desensitizes for it, and then I just don't get the same anxiety about it, I think, because it's just routine.
I feel
It's
like if we
routine,
morphed
yeah.
into one person, we'd be.
I know,
Yeah, people
right?
confuse us all the time. The amount of
that
times I get
interesting?
called Sarah,
That
or
is.
like people ask me questions that would imply that I'm you, like all the time. Maybe we should just
interesting.
we should more.
We just-
we'll just more.
And then both S and S.
There's no
like,
comedy duos.
Yeah, think about
anymore.
how
Yeah.
crazy it'd be, like our performance would be if we just like could do it halftime.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Shall we do Mein Kampf?
Let's do it.
So you know Mein Kampf, right? Mm-hmm. It means my struggle.
Yeah.
Hitler's beautiful, beautiful novel. So we do a segment called Mein Kampf of the Week, where we go around and say what our struggle of the week was.
Because we like to complain.
Yeah,
A
because we're
lot.
Jews. We complain. I'll start. My Mein Kampf of the week was that at a show, I had the weirdest heckle of all time. And after a punchline, and I was doing really well, this guy goes, "I want to see you in zero gravity."
What? What does that mean?
Like, it was a sex thing,
Oh.
you know what I mean? He was so drunk.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And then I didn't feel like I was able to ever get my firm footing, and I haven't stopped thinking about it since then.
That is so weird.
I think you'd benefit from more mics.
Yeah,
Because then
exactly.
if you had mic the next day, it just would have washed it.
We're on our last segment. Yeah, exactly. Like, it would just been this and that. What is your conf?
Honestly, my conf was just like I was so exhausted this week, but it was for fun things. So I don't regret it. But it's like we drove to LA to see Sarah, and I drove everyone, and then also drove back that same night, and I just was like wiped. But I don't know. My other conf is that I kind of am sad that I'm anti-prison, anti-cop, famously.
Yeah,
Prison abolitionist. I kind of wanted to see Trump get arrested for real.
I know.
I'm kind of bummed.
All we got were
Like,
those
it's kind
fucking
of
deep
bummed.
fakes.
He's gonna turn himself in, and that's kind of boring.
Yeah.
It's kind of boring.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I
I still am anti. I'm still
You wanted a
anti.
perp walk.
Like, it would have been fun.
Yeah, it would have been
been
fun.
fun.
It would have been
but,
fun.
You know,
That's okay.
you have to kill
Well,
the,
maybe
you have to
we'll
kill
get
the
it.
cop in your mind.
Yeah, Melissa, what is your comp?
My comp is that my apartment's a mess right now.
Okay.
I feel like yours is still so much cleaner than mine is.
It's just like I have a lot of clothes and now a lot of it doesn't fit me since I lost weight.
Congrats.
And it's like, it's just so weird because I didn't lose that much. So it's not even like a flex. It's just like things don't
It's how
really
your
like
body
fit.
just is distributing it.
Yeah. So it's not like I lost so much weight. It's just like like my clothes just don't fit properly. And then I'm like, well, if I get rid of stuff, like what do we really have left? And then also I have like all my clothes in a suitcase, like all my clean laundry. And then like I put a blanket over it because I haven't put it away yet. But Pearl loves climbing up it. And it's become her new bed in the living room. So I can't put the clothes away or else there's no little hump for her. So now like I'll put her in the kitchen, I'll like put the blanket up, like rummage through my clothing, and like I'm like I need to put this away.
Okay, yeah, that's.
I need to put this away. It's chaos. Yeah. And like I have people over, so it's I don't really care that much. But I also want to start the podcast, and I can't have schmutz everywhere. So my comp is like getting my shit together, getting my life together. I didn't go to the mics Tuesday because I was tired. I'm like, no, gotta go.
Yeah, I'm really good at making excuses. Yeah.
But I'm like anti-excuses. So
Well, maybe we could like plan a hangout around a mic. That might help.
Hold
Yes,
each other
definitely.
accountable.
Yes.
Get a drink before. I've always liked when we
Right?
do that
We could
before.
write too.
Right.
We could each have one joke we bring to the table.
Ooh, I like this.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, one joke
This
each.
is why I need more women in my day-to-day because they give me structure.
Yeah.
Same.
Men don't
need
give you
it.
structure. They take away your
No,
structure.
they bring chaos.
They bring destruction.
They wreak havoc.
They ruin
I feel
lives.
like I do this. I'm not that structured, but
Well, you're more structured than I am.
I need to be more.
I just I try.
Yeah.
I write stuff in my calendar.
I also had a really bad depressive episode this week.
Oh no.
Where multiple people went looking.
Oh my god, yeah.
I
forgot about that already.
I had a depressive episode where, like, when I have a depressive episode, I don't want to talk to anybody. Like, I kind of go AWOL. I'm, like, not from here. Like, Chris knows where I am. Like, I'm not unsafe.
Right.
But I don't answer texts or DMs.
Okay.
And people really made that their business and started calling people to reach out to me because I wasn't answering. And then that makes me more depressed and, like, spin out and anxious because I'm like, oh, people are judging me or whatever. So, but that's fine.
Yeah, but if people are judging, then they're just like not understanding who you are. Then it's like fuck them for that reason.
It comes from a place of concern,
Right?
And just not understanding how I cope. But it also wasn't my favorite thing in the world to have there be an Amber Alert out for me.
There really
Oh my
was.
God.
There was
really
an Amber
was an
Alert
Amber
out for me,
Alert.
and I was in bed watching Law & Order. You know what I mean? Like, as safe as a person can be. So I guess that's another.
I appreciate that you picked up my call.
Yeah, you were different. You were different.
So I met this guy at ACC, like came up to me, was like, oh, you were really funny. And he actually like reached out and he said that he has this space in Coronado. It's like I think like a restaurant burger shop. And he wants to have an open mic there. I was like, let's do a show.
A
Yeah.
Coronado moment could be so cute.
It could. I feel
Yeah.
like a mic would be ass there. Because
Yeah,
like,
no,
one's
I
coming
told
out.
him,
no one's coming out to
But
him.
a
No.
show could be good.
Yeah, I told him let's do a show. So that's a possibility also. So
That'd be cool.
cross your
Especially in the
fingers for
summer.
both.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
true.
love being on Coronado. During the
Yeah,
summer.
I have to stay in
terrifies
San
me.
Diego.
Coronado
for the
terrifies
summer.
you?
I just get like weird vibes. It's just I feel like there's something. It like has WandaVision energy to me.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we're all gonna be trapped there in like a weird.
It's like a separate part of San Diego. I
It's
feel
my
like.
favorite beach in
Yeah,
San
it's
Diego.
really nice.
Is it just because it's clean? Is that why?
It
No,
is.
because it's deep and long.
Yeah.
Like, not
I
homeless.
hate the North County. When my friends are like, let's go to Del Mar, and then it ends up being a hike to the like
Oh,
most
no.
shallow beach, and your shit's getting wet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, this isn't why I go to the beach. That's why they
Yeah.
moved to Colorado, because they like that. I like Coronado, where you can have parking,
Yeah.
and then there's this huge beach.
We could do
agree.
a drink at the Dell. That's like kind
I
of
love that.
Yeah.
One of my really bougie friends for her birthday got a cabana. That was nice. If any of you come into money, you guys should do that for me.
I don't think it's gonna be
No.
me.
know.
Maybe a couple more.
Yeah, but I don't
massages.
spend my money.
You just
frugal.
put it in the
I really
mattress.
try to save.
That's good.
So good.
Yeah, no, I really like. I want to
You have low
have my own
overhead.
property one day.
Yeah.
Not anytime soon, but like I just want to keep saving, and
Yeah,
then
that's what you
travel, spend it on the experience. I have enough purses, so like I want everything to be experiences
There
from
you
now
go.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a cabana I probably wouldn't, unless like the guy was like paying for it, but I don't
Yeah,
have
that's the kind of
anyone.
thing. There's like I I have a high-end taste if someone else is paying for it. If I'm paying for it,
Same.
no taste.
Yeah, there you go.
No.
That's how it goes. Well, it's been such a pleasure
such a
having you, our first
pleasure.
Jewish
Our two first
guest.
Jewish guests.
Yes, a Jewish Mexican.
Thank
Chihuahua.
you, Mel Weisman and Pearl Gertrude Weisman. Is that her name?
Oh, I was joking about Gertrude, but we'll keep it.
Pearl
It's
Weisman.
Pearl Rose.
Pearl Rose.
Pearl
Pearl
Rose.
Rose and Mel Weisman, you guys have been the loveliest guests. Thank you for coming on. This is a bi-weekly. Sorry. This is a bi-weekly podcast because we're bisexuals. This has been Two Jews, One Gay. I've been Sarah R.W.
I've been Samantha Schwemmer.
Thank you guys for joining us.
See you in 2 weeks. Like and subscribe.
Like
Please.
and smash!
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please.
We're trying to make money off of you guys in the attention economy. Please, please, please. Aww.
Aww.
She was so good.
It's so good.
So good.